Hello, how's it going, guys? We are live finally. Had a little trouble getting in, but we're here now. Thought I'd wear a Ford hat tonight just to, just for conversation. How's it going, everybody? We got a few people here, I see. Already, that's cool. Good to see you. Hopefully everything's working. Everybody can hear me. How's it going this beautiful Sunday here in southern Nebraska? It was really nice today. A little bit of wind, but other than that, real nice. Still a little cool for spring, but definitely nice weather, so I can't complain much. So pretty happy about that. I had to wear a jacket and everything. Just been wearing jackets every day pretty much still, but before we know it, it'll be like 100 degrees here and miserable. So I'm going to enjoy this kind of cool springtime while we can. How's everybody doing? What's up? Tail Happy Productions, what's going on, man? How you doing? Just doing the usual Sunday night thing here. Adrian Barrian says, I keep butt dialing you. Am I really? I've been doing that to a lot of people lately. I don't know if that's happening. My phone is supposed to be locked. Oh. Right now. I don't know how that happens. Get my phone out of my pocket. It's because you're A, so you're like the first person on the list. I keep butt dialing the A people. That's how you knew I was live. All right. I do it any way I can. I get people into my streams any way I can, Adrian. I call people on the phone and say, hey, get in here. So what's going on, man? We have 6 people just hanging out doing the usual Sunday night. I usually do a stream Sunday night about 7:45 Central Time. Hang out for about an hour and a half usually. And I usually try to do one during the week, but the last couple of weeks I have not been able to get one done during the week. So Becky Ware, how you doing? Good to see you again. One of the regulars that's always here. I just about fell asleep earlier. I was pretty close. But luckily I woke up enough to realize what time it was getting to be. I better get my butt here in the spare bedroom and get on here. That crazy weekend, my little sister graduated, and I had a whole bunch of family in town. And a lot of other crap going on, so... Adrian Bargan had the busiest day ever at work last Sunday, though, moving in. Yeah, I bet you had a busy day today, Mother's Day. Oh, you're not going to work on Memorial Weekend. Cool. Hand me the keys. What's up? How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the live stream. We got about 13 people now. Cool. Starting out pretty good. I think I have to work this Saturday on Memorial Weekend, at least until noon. So I will be missing the super fun parade downtown. How's it going, Becky? What's going on over there? How's your weather out there? Yeah, Adrian, I should get in the parade, the big flag on the back, but probably not. Becky says it's cold and rainy there. Ugh. At least it's not snowing. I guess that's one. You got to look at the positive side of everything. There's no snow, right? So cold and rainy is better than snow and cold. Same there, Tail Happy Productions, same weather. We had pretty nice here, but a little chilly for this time of year, but still really nice and sunny and pretty good day. A little bit of wind, but no big deal. Not going to complain. Kevin Yarrington, welcome in. What's going on, man? Yeah, you like the background flag? I like that. I needed a background. I thought that would be perfect. So Vincent, what's going on, Vincent? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I try to start my Sunday night stream about 15 minutes before everybody else. That way I get a few people in here before the other ones even start. Everyone does a Sunday night stream, it seems like, so it's a good night for this. Mopar man, what's up? How you doing? Dominic, hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Got a pretty good crowd building here. This is cool. What's up, guys? Oh, you're Mopar man. You're one and only. Different. You got a new name. All right, cool. I have to remember now. Mopar man is what used to be one and only. Cool, man. I like the name. Good name. Good to see everybody here. I keep saying I'm going to do a midweek stream, and it's been like probably 3 weeks since I've done it, so I need to get back on that. But it's just everything. It's been a rough week, man, with relatives and graduation and everything here. So I like the change. That's a good name, though, Mopar man. Yeah, I keep butt dialing people with my phone. It's supposed to be locked up when I'm not on it, but somehow it's getting unlocked. I don't know how that's happening. Half the time I try to unlock it, I fail the first time. So how it's happening on its own, I can't quite figure out. But anyway, the Scat Pack is doing great. Running good. Happy as hell with it. Love the car. Kevin Yarrington, you just received your custom handmade grips for your 68 Roadrunner. Cool. There's nothing much cooler than a 68 Roadrunner anyway. So. No, Dominic. I knew that was coming up. The wheels are still not on. I have got to get that done. They're still sitting in the garage up against the wall. 3 of them are still wrapped in their plastic. Burning Rubber Garage, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Everyone's here. Cool, man. We're getting a good crowd going on. This is great. There is a Hellcat Red Eye up at the in Grand Island, about 80 miles north of me. That a friend of mine sent me a picture of, and I looked on their website, and it's up there. I think it's $89,000. I'm tempted to go up there and check it out. I certainly can't buy it, but I would love to see the damn thing. It looks really nice. It's orange. It's Adrian, let's see. You haven't seen me for, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while because I don't work at the store anymore. The new job is a little bit, it's taking some getting used to. So it's getting better, but sometimes it's a lot of stuff that I didn't really imagine, and it's taking some adjustments, but I'm getting there. Yeah, Tail, you saw the wheels in the background. Yeah, I think I've been in there a couple of times making videos with them in the background. So 3 of them are still in their plastic. Vincent, I'm going to try to get those done as soon as possible. There's a guy who owns a shop here in town. I keep thinking I'm going to talk to him real quick when I see him because he comes in my work. But I only saw him once last week, and I was in the middle of counting money. I was in the middle of counting the till for the day, so I couldn't stop and talk to him. So I'll probably either stop by his shop or try to catch him at work again next time he comes in, and hopefully get an appointment and have those things thrown on. Because I don't have the car didn't come with a jack. I don't have a floor jack or anything. So I think the easiest thing for me to do at this point is take it over to somewhere and have them throw them on there for me. So I like the new pressure washer a lot. It's a lot of fun, kind of. The only thing is you get everything tangled up. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it does work well. I got to give it that. But there's no way you're going to have a cord and 2 hoses and not get them tangled up. It's almost impossible. So that's a little frustrating, but that's kind of goes with the territory. There's no way around that. So Mopar man, your 340 Duster ran 10s all weekend. Sweet. That's awesome, dude. 1022, nice. That's freaking fast. I've never been in a 10-second car, so I don't know what that even feels like. That's got to be a hell of a lot of fun. Nice. Cool, man. 10:22. Shit, that's fast. Yeah, I bet it's addicting. 12 seconds is pretty addicting, so I can't imagine what 10. Yeah, I'd love to see that too. I'd love to see that. Get some videos and going, and investors are cool. Nice. I saw a pretty cool YouTube video that they have a guy, uh, Hemi, Hemi the Keys. It says raining and cold here still in Indiana. Yeah, Mopar, man, you got to get that channel going. Everyone's looking forward to that, so that'll be cool. But I saw a video of a guy, and he was taking his, I think it was his daughter. He's a Mopar guy, older Mopar. He's really into him, and he knows everything about him. He took his daughter. He made a video. He took his daughter to see to go look at I think it was supposed to be a 70 or 71 Duster, I guess it was. Anyway, and they drove like 80 miles or something to see it, and she wanted to buy it. It was 10 grand. It looked pretty nice in the pictures, but when he got there, it was really several cars, different years put together, and a bunch of things were wrong with it. And the guy who was selling it was a little bit shady and stuff like that. It was kind of an interesting video. I forget the name of the channel. I wish I could remember the name of the channel I subscribed to, but I can't think of the name of the channel right now. But he was obviously an expert. He looked at it for a couple of minutes, and he was already pointing out 100 things that were wrong with it. And the guy was like, "Well, I don't know. It was my nephews or cousins or something." And it was pretty interesting video. He knew a lot of stuff that I never would have known. So, Adrian, yeah, I sold the Harley about a month ago. I just wasn't using it and stuff, and it was sitting in the garage getting wasted. And like a 22-year-old kid from up in Northwest Nebraska came down and bought it and gave me everything I was asking for it, and he was real excited and everything. And so I was pretty happy that for him to have it because it was his first Harley, and he was pretty excited. So it was kind of cool. Yeah, Mopar, man. I mean, it wasn't like a terrible car, but it wasn't a $10,000 car. It was like maybe I don't know, but it just wasn't. There was nothing really necessarily horribly wrong with it, other than it might have been a little bit of a registration problem because the VIN numbers and stuff. But it just wasn't as advertised, basically. Hemi the Key says he went to his first car show the year this Saturday. I'll probably hit some shows, but not sure how many videos I'll make because my car show videos never do very well. People don't seem to really be into the car show videos that much. I shouldn't say that because I probably will make some, but I think my kid might be texting me or something. I probably will be making some car show videos, just not as many as I did last year. I guess I should say that differently. Because I did several last year, and they kind of all were the same video, pretty much. You like my my Ford hat? I thought I'd get some comments on the Ford hat. Whenever I were listening to video, people always comment on it. So I have a Mopar hat, a Ford hat, and I have a Chevy hat somewhere, but I can't find it. It's around this house someplace. Vincent, no, I've never put the Scat Pack any car shows. I might, just for fun, but I mean, it's basically just a new, pretty much all stock car. So I might, and some of the ones around here, they're just kind of casual shows anyway. So I might do that this summer. We'll see. Yeah, Vincent, if you do car show videos and stuff, if you go to car shows in your area, it's going to be the same thing pretty much over and over. Maybe a couple of new things thrown in there, but for the most part, it's going to be the same thing over and over. Yeah, we'll get the his and hers challengers. I'll get that Hellcat Red Eye that's up in Grand Island, and we'll have his and hers then. I wish. It's just about twice as much as what we paid for the Scat Pack. So it'd be like buying two of those. I just want to see the car because I've not seen a red eye in person yet. So I might try to sneak up there sometime and see that. I'm not sure when I'm going to get that done, but it'll probably be sold by the time because I think that's a pretty good price they got on it. So because a lot of places are marking it up a lot more than that, so they may sell that thing pretty quick. Yeah, it's only money. I got to eat though. Sean, what's going on, Sean? How you doing? Good to see you. We got a decent crowd tonight. It's pretty cool. I have to wear my glasses so I can read the chat. Without my glasses, I'd be like, Vincent's in California. Sean says, check out ET Racing. He took the Scat Pack to the 8 Mile yesterday. Cool. We'll check that out for sure. Once again, I have a bunch of videos to catch up on. I got to catch up with all you guys' channels and all the other channels I watch. I've been pretty damn busy this week, so it's been hard to get a whole lot done other than working and taking care of stuff around here. And then I had, like I said, a bunch of family was in town and stuff too. So you guys probably know how that goes. It's hard to get much else done. Surround Sound Freak, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, Dominic, maybe a lease for the red. I could probably afford that, but I would love to have it. I really would. That's the perfect car. Other than it only comes in automatic, but I could overlook that. It's still a badass car. So, all right, Sean, take it easy. Good luck in the business meeting, man. See you in a little while if you can make it back. Yeah, Straight Six says Grand Island, Nebraska. There's a I forget the name of it. Greg Young Dodge. They have a Go Mango red eye, so it's pretty cool. It looks really good in the pictures. Of course, I really want to get up there and see it. So, my friend William, he was in here a couple weeks ago talking. He sent me a picture of just the red eye thing on the side of the car. He said, "Guess what they have at Greg Young?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" So I had to find a way to sneak up there and see that thing. Maybe if I traded all four of the cars that we have, and still probably trade all four cars, the house. Yeah, everybody, feel free to tell Happy's asking all who has channels and shout them out so he can check them out. So definitely feel free to promote your channels here if you want to tell everybody what your channel name is and or what it's about or whatever. Please do so because we like to all share everybody else's channel, promote them here. That's all cool. So please do that. I'm all for that all the time, always. Yeah, Becky, I kind of like orange. We have an orange house, but definitely, I definitely like it on the Challenger and Charger. I think it looks really, really good. So some cars I don't think it would look that good on, but on those cars, it looks pretty damn good. I really like it, especially if it's some black accents and stuff. I think it looks good. So. Straight Straight Six Fan says, well then, if you're into freak show car budget builds, that's his channel. So check out that for sure, guys. Birdie Rubber, you also like orange. I like orange a lot, especially on this kind of car. I think on a muscle car, other fast car or a sports car, something like that, orange looks really good. I wouldn't want like an orange minivan or maybe not even an orange pickup, but Burning Rubber Garage is your Nova is orange. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I like orange is one of my favorite colors. Vincent says, how much do you think a wide body Charger is going to go for price wise? Well, that's a good question. I do not know. I guess comparable to what the wide body Challengers are. So Straight Six Fan says the new ride is a reddish orange. You wish it was a little more orange. Yeah, Vincent, probably 90. I don't know. It's hard to say. Surround Sound Freak 13. He does random stuff on his channel. He's a movie buff. He does some vlogging, unboxing movies. Cool. Records and more. You also like doing Halloween videos. You're one of those Halloween people. Cool. I like unboxing videos. It's always fun. I do a few of those when I get something new. I like to do an unboxing video. I don't know what it is about watching somebody open a package that they got, but for some reason, it's kind of fun to watch. Kind of like Christmas or something, you know. Hey, Danette Sunby, what's up? How you doing? You have your red eye. The only problem is you have to. It's hard to keep your foot out of it. Danette, I was just telling everybody there's a red eye up at the car dealership about 80 miles from here, up in Grand Island, Nebraska. They have an orange one up there, so I want to try to get up there and check it out. My work schedule doesn't really allow for that, but I'll try to figure something out. Good. We got quite a conversation going here tonight. It's pretty cool. Surround Sound Freak 13 says you feel the same way you do, Joey. You're unboxing the Friday the 13th vinyl tomorrow. Cool. that is, yeah. I really like watching that stuff. Vincent Madrano says, "Don't do it, Joey. You might end up buying it." That's not going to happen. I'll have 80. I think it was $89,000. I probably could figure out a way to actually get it, but I don't know how the hell I'd make the payments on something like that. But I mean, I would make them, but we have to eat popcorn every night for dinner. That doesn't sound that bad to me. I like popcorn, so popcorn and ramen. We just had to pay the yearly insurance on the Challenger and the other cars. That's quite a bill. Yeah, probably about $1,200 car payment on that. Yep. Yeah, food is overrated. I don't really need it. I could definitely go without eating a little food. I've been eating too much. I just had some cake and ice cream after dinner today too, which was a bad idea. Yeah, Dominic, 90 grand for a car is a lot of money, and it's hard to justify that unless you just have, a bunch of extra money that you can, play with or whatever, something like that, But for like a normal person, that's a lot of money. So, like I said, I could probably do it, but it would be such a stretch that it would be extremely stressful. So, yeah. I always tell everybody when they ask me advice, people, younger guys and stuff like that watch the videos and they want to know about getting a Scat Pack, and I always tell them just make sure you can afford it, make sure you can afford the insurance and everything else, because you don't want it to you want it to be fun. You don't want it to be a stressful thing, because if it turns into a stressful thing where you're struggling to pay for it, you're not going to be able to enjoy the car. So. Surround Sound Freak. Yeah, Jeanette, you can't take it with you. That's true. Surround Sound Freak says it was you're just looking at the floor mats for the Challenger. Have you seen the 3D Max Spider? I have not. If not, you should check them out. They look really sharp. I'll check that out. I've seen some really cool looking floor mats on I guess just I've seen advertisements and stuff, like probably on Facebook or somewhere online. I've seen some pretty cool looking ones. They look really nice. Danette's got the red eye, so you know they are beautiful, and they're completely badass. Probably it's my favorite. I like it even better than I like the Demon. So um, it's just a badass car. It's like the perfect car. I mean, we should have a 6 speed option, but other than that, it's the perfect car. That is the dream, and I will someday find a way to get into a Hellcat or a Hellcat Red Eye or something. Hammer Down Motorsports, what's going on? Welcome in to the chat room or the live stream. Thanks for coming in. Vincent Madrano would probably lose your license. Yeah, me too. I've been okay so far with the Scat Pack. I haven't gotten in any trouble yet. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to knock on this wood. I should not say that. Niant, is it Niant? Is it better to buy an RT used or completely new? Not sure how long these motors last. These motors last just fine if you take care of them. They're just as good as any other motor. A lot of them, you see things online or something, people blow them up. It's because they're abusing the hell out of them and they're doing a lot of drag racing, and that's expected when you do that kind of stuff. So, but the motors are just as good as any other motor out there. So, I would say don't worry about a used one. Don't worry about a new one. Do whatever feels right to you. Did that somebody says your goal is that the last check you write bounces the day before you go? Thanks for coming, Hammer Down. Good to see you. Vincent saw Daytona going for 32. Wow, cool. There's some pretty good deals out there if you look around for some used stuff that's not very used, and it's there's some pretty good deals out there on Hellcats and Scat Packs and Daytonas and all that stuff. TAs, I've seen quite a few pretty good deals on some of the TAs that are used a little bit. So if you look around, just go on. I like Car Gurus is the one I like myself for used stuff. But Hammerdown says that his 2007 300C is still going. Lots of abuse over 100,000 miles now. So yeah, the someone was talking about this on Facebook in one of the groups the other day. One of the Mopar groups on there. I forget which one. I belong to several, but somebody was asking a similar question about these motors and you know. But if you look at Camaros and Challengers and Chargers and Mustangs and Corvettes, you're going to hear a lot of stories about motors going, but that's because of the way it's the stuff people are doing with them. It's not anything wrong with the motor. And you see a lot of guys with stuff, and they're doing things to get them, way more horsepower out of them and stuff like that. When you start doing that stuff, you're going to start having, eventually something's going to happen. So yeah, Daytona's cool. Yeah, the RT, if the 5.7 is obviously a good motor. They use it on all the trucks pretty much, and tons of it's been around a while, and there's lots of them out there that have been on the road for a long, long time. I wouldn't worry about that motor at all. I'm satisfied with the Scat Pack. I'm not like I shouldn't say I'm satisfied. I mean, I love it. I guess I'm not satisfied. I do love it though, but obviously I want more. I always want more. Whatever I got, I always want more. So. I don't know if the Daytona is exactly the same as the Scat Pack. I think there's a couple of differences. It's a similar, but I think the Daytona comes automatically with the bigger brakes, and I'm not sure. There's a few differences, I'm pretty sure. And that somebody says you have to work at it to blow up a Mopar. Dominic says he would love to buy a Demon just because they're not making them anymore. Yeah, I think those cars, as long as they don't ever make anymore, they'll be worth some money someday, and they already are. But I mean, those are one of the cars that will hold their value and probably go up eventually. And it all depends on what happens in the car. if all these cars go away, then eventually they'll all be worth a little bit of money. So yeah, you see some demons going up there. They're asking some pretty crazy prices for some of them. But it is a special car. There's only a limited number of them. There's none, no more coming. So Mopar, you say, oh, your phone battery died? Bummer. I think actually that reminds me, mine needs to be charged. Although if I don't quit butt dialing people, I probably would prefer that it was dead. Like a Chevy. That was good. That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Hammer Down Motorsports 72 Dart is always a good time. Cool, man. Yeah, those are cool cars. Great looking cars. So you could find it for about 120 grand a demon. We got 14 people. We were up quite a. We had a few more than that earlier. Cool, man. This is awesome. Hammer Down Motorsports is hoping to bring more of his Mopars to the track this year. That's always a good thing. There's a Mopar man says there's Demon Chicago for 140. That seems about normal-ish, average-ish kind of. I think. I haven't really looked a lot, but just from what I've seen, it's not like I'm shopping for one or anything, so I don't know exactly what the prices are. But yeah, everyone hit the thumbs up. Surround Sound says he wonders if the Demon will drop in price if the Elephant ever comes out. Probably would if they ever actually put that in a production car, but from all indications that's not going to happen. That's just a crate motor. And from everything that I've read and heard and everything from every source that I can come up with says that it's just not going to go into a production car. So, but we all know what how Mopar and FCA are. They could be working on something as we speak and nobody knows about it. And they'll just all of a sudden they'll just come out with it. You never know. I mean, it probably wouldn't have the horsepower that it has now because they wouldn't be able to ever get it through emissions and all that stuff. They'd have to do a lot of stuff to it to get it to pass emissions. So, Hammerdown says his next Mopar build will be a second generation Ram. That'd be cool. Sub Zero J, what's going on? Has anybody heard that they're changing the challenge up for 20? Yeah, I've heard that 2020 or 2021, 2022. It just keeps changing. I think they're in a bit of a predicament though, because they have a really popular car, even though it's been the same for several years. It's a very popular car. It's really a good looking car. A lot of people love it. So I think they're in a little bit of a predicament, almost afraid to change it because you don't want to ruin something. If it's not broke, don't fix it kind of attitude, I think. So we'll see what they decide to do. Dominic says he hopes Dodge will make an announcement this year on something new. Vincent, when the Demon came out, they were going for 82,000. Hammer Down Motorsports, so your Ram's gonna have a lift and 37-inch tires. Cool. Mopar Man says it'll be 2022 when they do the new car. Sub Zero says here they may not offer the 392 anymore with the 2020. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors that the 5.7 may go away, the 392 may go away. There may be a twin turbo V6. There may be all this stuff. Who knows what the heck they're going to do? But Yeah, they're selling really good. Challenger sales are not skyrocketing, but they're on the upturn. They're going up and up and up. They passed Camaro a while back. They're selling more cars than Camaro, and they're catching up to the Mustang. So to change that up in the middle of when they're doing so well would be almost kind of weird and very dangerous. Like like when the new Camaro came out and everybody thought it looked horrible. If they change the Challenger and everybody doesn't like it, they could reverse that trend real quick. So Sub Zero is getting a 2019. How many of the keys did your first oil change on the 6.4? Spent most of the time finding the right sockets. Yeah, 392 Sub Zero. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think they're going to stick with this for a couple more years at least. We'll see though. It's the FCA is so secretive and they do things and all of a sudden one day they make an announcement and they're unveiling something new and they've done that with the Challenger a bunch of times. Not really a obviously not a new car, but they've done a million different things with the Challenger. So as far as packages and motors and all that stuff. So Hammer Down Motorsports only with the Camaro because it was lighter. Yeah, it's a lot lighter and a little smaller. I like the Challenger because I'm not going to be out racing a lot or anything. It's a bigger, more comfortable car. It's more of a traditional muscle car. I really like it, so that's what I like about it. I like that it's a little bit bigger, and I mean, I wish it wasn't necessarily heavier, but I like the size of it. I like the comfort, and you still get a crap ton of power. So yeah, Dominic, that's what a lot of people talk about. If they did a CUDA, maybe a little bit smaller and lighter, more in the Mustang and Camaro weight range, and more of a direct competitor to the Mustang Camaro rather than the Challenger, which is just basically a bigger, heavier car with more power usually. But Ziggy and I says, yeah, you kept Ziggy and I. What's up, man? He says he kept the floor mats out of your 2017. They have Dodge on them. Your 2019 just plain. Yeah, mine are in the 2018. Mine are just plain black. They don't have anything on them. They're cool. They're nice. They're nice mats and everything, but they're just plain black. Hammer Down loves the Camaro. That's good. I love Camaros too. I love Mustangs, Camaros. I'm not like Mr. Mopar guy only. I like a lot of cars. I like a lot of cool cars. So Hammer Down has Chevy, Ford, and Dodge. Mopar Man says the cats are beating up on Camaros at Great Lakes. See, I have a. I'm trying to think. I got a Ford. I have a. These are not. None of them are. The only nice car I have is the Dodge. The other cars are all kind of. But we have a Dodge, a Toyota, a Ford, and a Saturn. So have a little bit of everything over here. Sub Zero Gaming says the car that you love is a 85 Z28. My sister had a 84 Z28 that she used to let me drive. I loved that car. It seemed fast back in the day. It seemed like a fast car, but it wasn't compared to today. But it was fun at the time. Hers was like brown and gold, brown with like gold trim. It was pretty cool. Surround sound. I have thought of getting a dash cam. Every time I see dash cam videos and stuff on YouTube, I always think I should do that. I should get one. So I probably should do that. It's not that expensive and pretty easy to do and everything. So I should probably just do it. Yeah, Dominic, I kind of agree with you there. Vincent has a Dodge Dart and a Honda Civic. Hey, whatever gets you around, any car that gets you where you got to go and back is a good car. So, like, I have that Saturn that I think is a great car. It starts and runs and gets me back and forth when I need it. And we have the Challenger, we have the Toyota, which is also another good car, and we have that Ford Focus wagon, which is another. I have no issues with any of them. So. Hammer Down has a Porsche and a Range Rover too, so you don't just really get a lot of stuff. Yeah. Danette has 5 cars, all Mopars. Dang, you're definitely a Mopar person for sure. Sub Zero says Porsche is also his dream car. He's always loved the design on them. They're beautiful cars for sure. I've never been a big Porsche guy, but they are beautiful cars. I've never been a big Ferrari guy. They're beautiful. Or they're all beautiful. I'm more of a American muscle car guy, and when it comes to sports cars, I like Corvettes. So Surround Sound says it saved you the other day. Guy ran a stop sign, a four-way stop, and he asked why I didn't stop. And his words changed once I said, check the footage. Yeah, it keeps you, people can't make up when something happens and it's your word against theirs. It's always good to have that camera. Or if somebody hits and runs or something like that, at least you have some of it on video. So, Vincent, the Scat Pack's pretty much a daily driver. But we do have the Toyota that we kind of switch up driving, and because we both have different jobs, go to different places and all that. And then the Saturn is kind of bad weather, like if it's going to hail or something like that, or snow. We usually will drive the Saturn because it's if something happens to it, it's no big deal. And that Ford wagon that I have is actually uh, was supposed to be my daughter's car, but she moved away with her boyfriend to San Antonio, and so it's in my name and insured by me and everything like that. So I have that too, which we don't really use. I use that to my youngest daughter drives it now, but she doesn't have a license yet. She just has a permit, so we go driving, and I'm teaching her how to drive in that Ford Focus wagon. Hammerdown says your dad had old school Mopars that made me have them too. Yeah, sometimes your relatives, your dad, your uncles, and all that kind of stuff can always influence. You know, you grow up seeing that stuff and being around it, so you want to. Sometimes you rebel against it and you want to do something different. Other times you want to do what they did. So Sub Zero says that's what he likes about the Challenger. It's a classic, but with all the new tech of today's car, that's what exactly good. Well put, Sub Zero. That's exactly how I feel. It's kind of classic, nostalgic looking, and it's kind of a true muscle car. Basically, it's not really a sports car. It's a bigger, heavier car with a lot of power, and but yet it has all the up to date technological stuff, which is cool. So kind of get the best of both worlds with it. That's what I really love it. So I think it's a perfect car. So yeah, Becky says as soon as she gets a job, she get a dash cam. Too many people trying to do stupid things and hit you. Yeah, I've also seen people trying to do like pretend like you hit them when they're walking and stuff like that, so they can try to collect insurance money. So there's always that. There's always that to think about too. So they'll go throw themselves up against your car and then fall on the ground and act like you hit them and try to get a few $1,000s out of it. There's crazy people everywhere. There's terrible drivers. We have a lot of senior citizens here in town. It's a very, very high percentage of senior citizens here, and a lot of them will hit other cars, back into other cars in parking lots and things like that. And a lot of times, I don't even think they realize they did it, or they pretend like they didn't realize they did it. One of the two, because they'll hit something and just drive away casually, like you know, they don't realize they did it, they don't care that they did it, or they are pretending like they didn't realize they did it. Yeah, Becky, good luck on that. You'll find something. Hammerdown says you had them he had the Mopars before you were born, and we had junk Datsun and Pontiac wagon when I was a kid. Cool. Henry the Key says you wonder why Chevy doesn't do retro Camaro like we do. Well, when they first brought the Camaro back, it was kind of reminiscent that first whatever generation it is. Somebody remind me when they brought the Camaro back, that generation, the advertisements showed like the old retro Camaro next to it. It kind of had some similar the rear end and the way the front of the opening in the front of the car is there. It was kind of reminiscent a little bit of the original Camaro. They actually used that in the advertising when they brought it back. So it was kind of supposed to be retro in the beginning. Now it's looks a lot different. Now they changed it quite a bit to where it's more modern looking. But Becky Ware says they must think you have money because of your car. Yeah, they don't realize all it goes in the gas tank, especially now it's getting a little bit worse lately. Surround Sound Freak 13 was watching Bad Moms the other day and forgot that there was a badass old school Challenger in that movie. Also, a modern one in Nightcrawler. I haven't seen them. I've never seen those. Tail Happy was always a GM guy until you got your first Mopar 12 RT Challenger. And my second was a 15 Scat Pack, soon to be a 17 Hellcat. Cool. So you converted. Sub Zero, what's the purpose of the oil catch can? The PCV, the oil comes out of the. Somebody explained this better than me, but it keeps the oil from going back into the intake that is blown out of the. Somebody, one of you guys mechanics can describe what the catch can does better than I can. Yeah, the 80s IROC was a cool car back in the day. I actually test drove one. I was thinking about buying one once a long time ago. I used one. I remember I drove it. It was automatic. It was blue. It was the 350, and it was a pretty cool car. I really, really wanted a Corvette at the time. I was really like crazy about Corvettes. I wanted one really bad. And I had a brother-in-law worked at a car dealership, and he was a salesman. And he called me one day and said that there was an IROC down there, and I went and checked it out, test drove it, was thinking kind of about it, but I think those old Camaros, that generation of Camaro, still looks good. I mean, that they really did a good design on that. I think it still holds up. It's still a good looking car. You know, some things really scream. Well, they still scream 80s, I guess, or whatever, but um, it still looks good. You know, it doesn't look all that much dated. It's kind of a classic look. It kind of looks good. So when they came out with the whatever generation Camaro, like in '93, the next one after I just fell completely in love with those. I was obsessed with those for a while too. I wanted one really bad, and guy I knew had gotten a Z28. It was green. It was like that teal kind of color, and he let me drive it a couple times, and I was just super excited about driving that thing. Yeah, Sub Zero. My uncle had a '79 Trans Am, white with gold bird on it, and like the tan interior. It was a pretty cool car. Tail Happy had an '88 Monte Carlo with T tops. Those are cool cars too. Yeah, those are awesome. Yeah, Sean, the '92 was updated and they changed it just a little bit. But yeah, when the '93 came out, it was all new and it was very exciting. I mean, everybody kind of when that came out, everybody kind of liked it. It was really uh, kind of a big step forward design wise, and it looked really good. And but it still looked like Camaro. I really loved it. Yeah, everybody hit the subscribe button. Yes, please. Yeah, I remember just obsessing over that '93 Camaro. I remember one of the commercials for it was I forget, it said, it's got this much horsepower, and it named off all the stuff it had, and at the end of the commercial, the last thing it named off was a cup holder big enough to hold a big gulp. Sean, welcome back to the party. The wheels and tires are still sitting in the garage. Haven't got them on yet. I was in such a hurry to get them, and now they've been sitting there for 3 weeks or something. So I got to get off my ass and do. I've just been so busy with everything's going on, so many things going on. It's just I got to get that done. I keep saying that. I think I've said that. This will be the third week in a row. I've been like, I got to get that done. Becky Rare, you had a friend that drove in high school that drove an old Trans Am. You tore up the roads. Yeah, I bet you did. I'm not sure if that did work, Sub-Zero. It felt like it worked. I've seen other people do it on their videos, and I was reading about it a couple other places. So I thought, what the hell? Let's give it a try. You pull the fuse and leave for like 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, and then put it back in. It's supposed to kind of reset the PCM and everything. It felt like it did feel different, but like I said, I don't have any scientific way to prove it, but it did definitely felt to me like it had a little bit more. It was a little bit more responsive and a little bit more. I don't know. Sean, you like the Pontiac version better, but you're more of a Trans Am guy. I always liked the Trans Ams. My uncle had one, and my grandma had a '73 Firebird, the 350, when I was a kid. She had like a 67, 68 Mustang. And then she got rid of that and got that '73 Firebird, which was a pretty cool car. When I was a kid, I thought that was pretty cool. Yep, got rid of Pontiac and Oldsmobile. They should have kept Pontiac, I think, but hey, take it easy, Hammer Down. I didn't see you were leaving. Thanks for coming, Hammer Down. Appreciate it. Yeah, I fell in love with the Challenger as soon as I saw one of the newer ones, and kind of obsessed over it for quite a while, a few years before I. Sean's gonna unsubscribe. No. Yeah, Dominic, I've read a couple things. It's more noticeable than automatic. I don't know. Who knows if it even really does anything? There's no real proof, but it did feel like different. It felt more responsive. Maybe just my imagination, but I really wasn't expecting anything, and I was like, it does feel a little bit. Okay, Sean, just joking. I didn't make a video all week. My last video was last Sunday, and today was the first one I made. It's just been a wild week. I've been feeling good, and it's just been a rough one. So I really need to make more videos. I'll get them wheels and tires on there, and that'll be a good video. I'm just trying to keep you guys in suspense so that everyone wants to see them. So gotta get off my butt and do that. Yeah, hand me the keys. Try that and see what you think. Pull it and let it sit for a while and put it back in and see if you notice a difference. My check engine light did come back on though after a while. As soon as I was done making the video and everything and turned and said goodbye and blah 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 whatever, I was on my way home to edit it, and the check engine light came back on that had gone off. So because I have the active exhaust stuck in the open position by taking that fuse out, and it triggers that. I need to put that back though. I really don't need that. I've just been lazy. I haven't put it back. So I got that check engine light on all the time. Yeah, Becky, I work 6 days a week, and like I say, I don't have a jack or anything, so I'm going to have this one place do it here in town. They come into my work all the time. The last time he came in, I was like, I got to talk to him. I got to talk to him. But I was counting the till. I was in the office counting all the money for the day, so I couldn't really walk away and go talk to the guy. But I would get with him. I would go over there at lunchtime or something, maybe tomorrow. Probably be the easiest way for me to get this done is just take them over there and have it done. Have them throw them on there for me. I don't know what they're going to charge me, but Sub Zero says you're waiting on you to be delivered, and the car salesman was like, "It's here," and he sent me pictures of 1320. They got it. Oh, cool. Hemi's Key says you had 9,000 miles on it when you bought it in February, so you're curious to see if the previous owner's driving habits will have an effect on recording the computer. Yeah, supposedly it kind of learns how you drive and adjusts to that or whatever. So, um, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, Sean, it seems to be getting a little bit louder. Um, Boy, when you start it in the morning, it's pretty loud. So, tail happy, I got 10.5 on the rears, 9.5 front, 10.5 rears. Yeah, Dominic, I need to do that thing where it holds them open and it tricks it into turning the light, leaving the light off because that check engine light's annoying. Plus, if it needed to come on for some other reason, so yeah, I need to do that. I keep thinking about it. I need to. That's not that much money and it's easy to do from what I've seen the videos of. It looks like it's pretty simple. So I need to get that. And hey, Fat Boy R6, what's going on? Welcome. I was just talking about Salina with my sister today. She was here in town for my other sister's graduation, so we're thinking about going down there next time she comes out. Because my mom lived there as a kid, so. Sean says the fuse pull will help partial throttle response, but I think once it's floored, it's still the same. Yeah, it will feel better at partial throttle, which is nice. Yeah, I didn't really get on it hard today. I didn't want to get in trouble for one thing, um, but I definitely could feel. I'm pretty sure there was a difference. So surround sound. What's the music for you when you're cruising on the freeway? I like a lot of metal. For the most part, I like to listen to metal when I'm cruising on the freeway. Sometimes I'll turn on something else, but I have the Alpine system in the Challenger. We've been on for almost an hour already. It's going by quick. We'll go about another half hour or so. Maybe a little bit less than a half hour. I got to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my long day. The rest of them are all kind of shorter, but my schedule is changing. I was going in early and getting off early. Now I'm going to go in late and get off late. Same hours, but a couple hours later. So not real super excited about going in later. I'd rather go in early and get it over with. But it is what it is. So we'll see. You like Lacuna Coil? Yeah, good band. Good singer. Hand me the keys. You like the Alpine in yours? Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with it. A few people don't seem to like it, but I think it's fine. I mean, I'm not trying to shake the neighborhood or anything with the bass or anything. It does for what I need it for. It's perfect, and I really like. I always say I like the sound of the motor over pretty much anything anyway. So. Yeah, Fat Boy. I guess that's kind of what I was reading and stuff. What you just said, that it kind of. Surround sound says every time AC/DC comes on, it makes you want to drive fast when you're in a muscle car. Yeah, there's a lot of songs that, a lot of bands or songs that come on that it's hard not to drive fast to. So basically, if it's reset and you start driving it hard now, it'll recognize the driving habit. Yeah, that's what I was reading, and that's what some of the other videos were saying. So we'll see. Although I didn't really, maybe I should be a little more aggressive. I've been driving kind of nice lately, so. I actually felt the skip shift thing for the first time, and I mean it's been, I've only felt it 2 or 3 times the entire time I've had the car, because I usually drive fairly aggressively and I usually have it in sport mode, so I think it doesn't do it then. But I was putting down the street right here in front of the house the other day, and it's like trying to go into, what is it? I was trying to go into second, it wouldn't let me. I can't remember now, but I was like, oh, that's that skip shift thing. So yeah, I don't think it was my imagination. I was wondering if it was just my imagination that it was more responsive, but I don't think it was. I think it really was. There was a little bit of a difference. Sub Zero, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming in. Come back next time. Always welcome. Yeah, hand me the keys. It's kind of weird on the new cars. It learns your habits, and it also is recording everything that you do. So that's always kind of interesting. That could, if you think about that, that these cars could testify against you in court someday because it knows everything you've ever done. Mopar man says, sorry, Joy, used a Ford battery this time. Now I'm trying a Mopar battery. This will work. I don't know. I've heard bad things about Mopar batteries. Wore my Ford hat just to bug everybody a little bit. I have a Ford hat or a Chevy hat and a Mopar hat. I used to kind of alternate them in my videos because it would get a lot of comments in the videos and stuff. So maybe I'll start doing that again. Do challenger videos with a Ford hat on. So. Yeah, it is kind of creepy that they record everything, and there's all this information that probably in that computer that God knows. It's like when you're, I mean, everything's like that now. You look at something online, and all of a sudden you get, you look at socks or something online for 4 seconds, and you're going to get sock advertisements for the next 2 weeks. Everything, everywhere you go, all that kind of stuff is just, it's kind of annoying and kind of weird. And we even have like, I use my computer, she has her computer, but I jumped on hers one day to look up my sister's address because mine was not working. I don't remember what the deal was. I was going to try to map my sister's address so I could figure out how to get to her house, and I've never looked that up on her computer or anything ever, ever, ever. And I put the first two numbers in, and it gave me her whole address and a map before I could even. And it was on not even on my computer, so it's just like, how the hell did it know what I was doing? That's just weird. Google knows everything that we do and who we associate with, and it's weird. Come on. I got to support all the American car companies now. Come on. Sean, you put in the skip shift eliminator and eliminated the clutch relief valve. Very cheap. I've never, like I said, never had the skip shift happen, but it just a couple of times ever. I mean, I guess probably because I drive like a maniac, it doesn't kick in. I don't know, but it may not kick in when you have it in sport mode, and I almost always do unless it's like snowing or something. I just realized how tired I was. I still have to shave my head tonight for work tomorrow. It's a pain in the butt. I hate doing it. Maybe I'll just wear a hat. I don't know if I'm allowed to wear a hat to work. Guess I could find out if I wear one. Oh. All you guys going to the track, it's pretty exciting, man. I love hearing about all that stuff and seeing the videos and anticipating the videos that are upcoming, hopefully. I shave every other night. My head. And then if I sometimes I get lazy in the winter because I can wear hats all the time and stuff, and then I'll let it go sometimes for a while. But in the summertime, spring, like right now when it's warmer and I don't really wear hats out a lot, I have to keep it shaved. It looks horrible when I don't. I probably should do it every day, but every other day is about as much as I can stand. I get the mail order razors from um, I can't remember the name of the place now. Some of the razors where you join the club and you get them in the mail every once in a while. I can't remember the name of it. Drawing a blank. It's a pretty good deal though, and they're good razors. So Harry's, I get Harry's razors. Harry's is what I got. Yeah. I used to buy the Mach 3s because they're pretty good too, but I think these are a little bit better. So Surround Sound says it's about that time. Should get things ready for tomorrow. Waking up to go to the gym at 3 a.m. I was supposed to be in the gym tonight, but I had a horrible throbbing headache, and every time I would move, it felt like my left eye was going to pop out of my head. So I decided to skip the gym tonight. Probably a bad idea, but I'm not sure if I could have even gotten through it. So I have a home gym now. I lost my gym membership. My old job I had a free gym membership, and since I changed jobs, I no longer have a free gym membership. So we bought a home gym and a bunch of stuff for the basement. So kind of building that and working on it and working out a little bit. So good night, Surround Sound. Take care, man. Yeah, I like Harry's razors a lot. It's a good deal, and they come every. Well, I forget how often they come, but and we also get I get the shaving cream with it. It's pretty good stuff. It's the best shaving cream I've ever used. So um, that and the razors, and they're pretty good. They're a little bit better than Mach 3s. I think they last a little bit longer, and they're a little bit more economical. So it's a pretty good deal. I'm pretty happy with it. Mopar, the car is running great. Everything's looking good, and hopefully, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna knock on wood because everything's going great so far. So sucking down the gas, costing a lot of money, but it's all worth it. Totally worth it. Even if it used twice that much gas, it'd still be worth it. So. Super happy, and would definitely buy another one. I definitely would recommend it to anybody else. And I've got the new wheels and tires in the garage still. I got to get them on there. It's just, I got to do it. I know I keep saying that. Can't wait to show everybody, and I can't wait to have them on there. So I will work on that. Yeah, Tammy, they last longer the older you get because you have less to shave. Yeah, I've been shaving since the mid 90s. I used to have really long hair. I was in a metal band and everything. I had hair, big, kinky, long, curly hair that was down halfway down my back. If I pulled it down, it would go to my waist, but it was curly, so it would pop up. And then when I needed to get a haircut, so I could work regular jobs and stuff, um, I didn't want to have normal hair, so I just started shaving it then. And as the years have gone by, um, at the time I wasn't balding at all. I just shaved it because I liked it because I wanted to be different. I didn't want to have a normal haircut. But as the years have gone by, it's all pretty much gone here anyway. So David Summerhill, what's going on? Hello, Joey Old Bubba 392730. Hey, David, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Sunday says surround sound's going to bed at 3 a.m. You're going to bed at 3 a.m. I'm a little disappointed in the home gym though. It's some of it. I don't know. It works pretty well. There's a little bit of a limitation on the range of motion, which is kind of bugging me a little bit. Furious 7515. Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Good to see you here. Awesome. We got a pretty decent crowd in here. We've been about an hour. We're going to go about another 15 minutes and we're going to get out of here. Hope everybody's had it's been a good night. We had, they're getting these live streams are getting more and more people, more and more conversation, which I really like. It's really cool, really cool. I love it. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate all this. You guys make it easy because you just keep the conversation going. So we always say we don't really have any topics. We talk about whatever. So you guys keep it going and then it changes and it's pretty cool. You guys are doing all the work. I'm just sitting here. You guys are giving us all plenty to talk about. I love reading about all you guys' cars and your racing and everything. And it's awesome, man. It's like super entertaining. It's like I look forward to this every Sunday. Mopar Man says you got your haircut for court. You're racing a 454 Chevrolet with your 440 Roadrunner and got clocked at 137. He got one or two. And you get in big trouble when you start getting over the 100-mile-an-hour range. Then you're in court. Yeah, probably a good thing you cut your hair. Sean says Mopar Man fighting the weather really bad. You ran a 7.8 in the 8th mile at 94 miles an hour, equivalent to a 12.15 at 115. That's still really, really good. Everybody check out ET Racing. It's a good channel. Check out his videos there. Yeah, we have similar cars. I really when I started this channel, when I started this channel for the car thing and everything, I thought it would be fun and everything. I just didn't realize how much I would really get into it. I really, really enjoy it. You guys are great. I love the comments and the videos, and I love talking to you guys here. It's really cool. I really like it. It's awesome. You guys rule. You guys are, and you're also so full of information because if I need to know anything, I can always if I have questions because I'm not like super mechanic guy. I know enough to get myself in trouble. I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, but I don't know a lot about anything. So I know if I have any questions about anything, I can ask you guys, and you guys are always willing to help. I got lots of you guys have like emailed me with information that I needed or advice, or even on here, you guys will tell me stuff, and other people too. So you guys are like a big source of information and entertainment, and it's really cool. I really, you guys, I can't thank you guys all enough. Danette, you've been retired for 4 years. I wish I could retire. I don't think I'm ever going to get to. How many keys? How much time we spend making videos? The last week I didn't make any videos, so each video takes. It really depends on the video, but I probably average about to make a video is probably about 4 hours worth of work to make one video. Usually, some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, but between the making it, editing it, and processing it, and then getting it uploaded and putting all the information into YouTube and the picture and making the thumbnail and all that stuff, it's quite a bit of work, but it's fun and it's totally worth it. So, depending on how many videos I make, I'd say it probably averages about 4 hours to get one done and on and up and running and everything. So, some are more if I do more of an in-depth video where it's longer and there's more stuff going on, but Sean, Joe, and I, yeah, we have a 6 speed. We both have 6 speed manuals. I just think 6 speed's so much fun, and like I said, I'm not out racing, so I'm just having a lot of fun, and I love the 6 speed. It's just too much damn fun. And nothing wrong with the automatic though. It is a great automatic. So Furious says he subscribed last May after you ordered your 18 Plum Crazy Scat. Great color choice, man. Great content. How you liking the new pressure washer once you've had it a while? I like it a lot. It really, for the money, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I really like it. It works great. The only problem is with those electric ones, you end up with three. You got the cord, and then you got the hose, the garden hose up to the faucet, and then you have the hose that comes on the machine itself. So you tend to get it all in this big tangled up mess. So you're trying to soak the car down and wipe and then wash it and then rinse it, and it's sunny out and all that stuff. So you don't want to leave the soap on there very long. So there's not time to like untangle everything. So I just start dragging it around, and by the time I'm done, I got this big pretzel mess of stuff. And then I think the hardest part of the whole thing is when you're all done washing the car and you got it all dried off. When it's time to put the pressure washer and everything away, that's when the real work comes because you got to untangle everything and it's a mess and it's all wet and other than that though, I mean, as far as the working, it works great. So I just wish there was a solution to the massive amount of crap you got to drag around to use it. A gas one would be a little bit better. That'd be one less thing you had to drag around. Oh, I really appreciate that, Furious man. And you Plum Crazy Scat Pack. That's a cool car. You need to send me some pictures of that so I can put them in the videos. I like to put viewers' stuff up in the videos. Hemi likes the Plum Crazy too, but the B5 one, I love B5 too. There's so many good colors, and this car looks good in any color, I think. So I have my favorites and the ones I don't like quite as much, but it looks really good in every color. So it's just a damn good looking cars, I think. So obviously, I like Octane Red because that's what I have, but black looks good, white looks good, the silver's all, the grays and the greens and the purples, and they all look good. So yeah, Furious, it's definitely gets attention, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. You get a lot of thumbs up and looks, and you stop to get gas or whatever. Someone almost always wants to talk to you about the car, which is great. So Becky asked if anybody else has problems with leaves, maple, and oak seeds, etc., collecting around the trunk and hood. Yeah, maybe they fix that problem after the. I got a little bit of a problem with that. What are those things called? The little propeller things that fall out of the trees right now here? They're just coming out of the trees like crazy. It looked like it was snowing yesterday, and the cars were all covered. I had the Challenger in the garage, so I only got a few on it, but the other cars are just covered in those damn things. Yeah, Sean can definitely shift that car. I was looking at production numbers for the 2018 Scat Packs and what how many of each color. I think Octane Red was like the fifth most popular color. I forget what it was for black. Black was number one. I can't remember the order now. I just saw it somewhere yesterday or the day before. I was looking at it. Kind of interesting. It said how many were made, and then of each color, and then how many six speeds and how many automatics. And yeah, Destroyer Gray was up there, really popular too. Yeah, yeah. Destroyer Gray was actually like number three or four, I think, and it was I was actually surprised by that. I didn't realize it was that popular. I like it. I love that color, but we almost got that color. We were close. I really like the I keep forgetting what the hell it's called. The blue. It's gray, but it looks blue a little bit when the sun hits it certain directions. Steel, uh, maximum steel. What it's called? I really like that color. We almost ordered that color. It's not very popular. And I've never even seen one in real life, but other than in videos and on the website. I'm not even sure if that's still available now. I don't know. Yeah, those little helicopters that I mean, literally, I should show you guys. I'll try to our whole ground and sidewalk. There's millions of them, and it was day before. Yeah, I guess it was yesterday and the day before. They were just coming out of the trees. You could hear them hitting the house. You could just hear the houses just. You could hear the little, and it would look like it was snowing outside. It was so thick with those things. You know, Octane Red, Mopar Manuals, Octane Red, B5 Blue, Plum Craze. Those are all great colors. Sublime. I always want to. Yeah, I love the greens. I love the F8 green. I kind of fell in love with it when it first came out, and then I kind of got to where I wasn't that crazy about it, but now I really like it again. Every color. I'm not a big fan of yellow cars, but some of the other Challenger, older ones in yellow look good too. Dominic, it takes about 8 weeks average to get the car after you order it. It took us 10 weeks because we actually ordered it 2 weeks before they started making the 18s. The order bank or whatever was open, so you could order, but they weren't even. We ordered on like July 8th or 10th or something like that, and they weren't even going to begin production until the 24th of July. So we had our order in. So it took like 2 weeks for the production to even start, and then it was 8 weeks from there before we got our car. So I think that's about average. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, and it can depend on what you get too. I think certain colors take longer, and ours took a little bit longer because they had to go from uh, Canada to, I think it went to New York to have the stripes put on. I don't know how all that works, but Mopar 10 weeks. Yeah, I think we were about 8 weeks. Ours was probably 10 weeks altogether, but like I said, we ordered it 2 weeks before they even started making the 18. So Becky really wanted Plum Crazy, but the dealership couldn't find one as we waited till late in the year. Yeah, it's pretty hard color to find, I think. So I bet a lot of the Plum Crazies are ones that people have ordered from the factory because a dealership probably not. A lot of dealerships aren't going to want to gamble on a one of the crazy colors because they feel like they might have trouble getting rid of it. Like when the dealerships order them and stuff, they usually do black or red or white or silver because it's probably easier to sell, appeals to more people. Danette said it took 11 weeks for the red eye. Yeah, there are some of the cars I'm sure take a little bit longer. Sean says, Joe, you saw a 2018 red demon parked next to it. Oh yeah, yeah, you sent me the picture. That was awesome. Good looking cars, both of them, yours and the demon. That's awesome. Chris Evans, hello, what's up? We got about a couple minutes here. We got to roll out of here. Mopar says this took 10 weeks. A lot of the dealerships around here in this area, there's not a lot of challenges on the lot. Very, if they do, it's always a V6 or something. So nothing wrong with that. Like they don't usually have anything. Well, the one does have a red eye now. So and that one's had a couple of Hellcats in the past. But we're out here in the kind of in the country, so it's usually like a lot of trucks, and then there's usually a Jeep dealership too. So there's a lot of Jeeps and trucks and stuff, and then it's kind of like, oh, you guys like Challengers? Well, they don't get a lot of them because not a lot of people out here are really looking for them. So there's one dealership in Hastings, Nebraska that I drive by all the time. I always look over and I've been through the lot quite a few times and they just never have any Challengers or Chargers. It's all pickups and Jeeps and no, Chris, I have not got the wheels and tires on yet. They're still in the garage. 3 of them are still wrapped in plastic. So I have got to get off my butt and get that done. Every day I think, okay, today I should go I should get that taken care of. And I just keep pushing it to the side because I got so much stuff going on, but I will get it done. I really want to get them on there. And I need to get them on there because the rear tires that I have on there right now are basically done. I mean, they're done for. So I tried to take off today a little bit, just a tiny bit aggressively. And I mean, I could have sat there and sat in one spot. It would not move. So there is nothing left back there. Mopar man 446. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, dude. You contribute so much to the conversation always. You keep the conversation going so well. And then that's awesome, man. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that so much. I can't tell you how much that is awesome, dude. Thank you very much. You guys are always so much help here with the conversation and keeping things going, and it also gives me ideas for videos and comments in the videos you guys make sometimes give me ideas for other videos, and I really enjoy you guys being here, and especially that. I mean, that's really cool. So I can't tell you how much that means to me. Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll try not to get a ticket, Chris Evans, but I got to try them out a little bit. So thanks, Mopar, man. I appreciate that. I try to be straight up and honest and just like a normal dude because I'm not. It's just I just like to talk to you guys about stuff. I show you like what we pay for the car and how much our payments are, and all. It's just we were talking about the other day where I did that video when we first got the car about how much we paid for the car, what the payments were, and all that stuff, and just I mean I showed the paperwork, so it's like, hey, this is what we do, and this is the same thing with how much I make on YouTube. I made a video about that, and I showed you guys the numbers, and I got nothing to hide or pretend. It's just normal dude doing normal stuff. So I appreciate that. Some people appreciate that. That's really cool. So yeah, Chris, I will try not to get a ticket. I'm gonna get one eventually, I'm sure. I don't drive that crazily. I really don't, but I have my moments. But for the most part, I drive normal. Dominic, I don't know if I'm gonna get. I just changed jobs, and so that's kind of messed me up for taking off this summer and doing anything. Um, I'm working 6 days a week now, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of wanted to do some stuff, but it's gonna be tough working 6 days, and especially since I just started and I really don't have any time I can take off yet. But we will see. I could probably get a couple days off and maybe do some kind of a little road trip. Hand me the keys. You enjoy my as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything. Everything's not always perfect, and I'm certainly not perfect, and I don't know everything, and I probably didn't get the greatest deal on the car. Everybody's like, "Oh, you paid way too much." Not everybody, but a lot of people. You paid too much, and there's this and that, and you should have got a better um, interest rate and everything. We got the best interest. We did shop around. We got the best interest rate we could get. She had a 800 and some credit score, and I have a 750 ish at the time, and that was we didn't just go in there and take whatever. We did shop around. That was the best we could get at the time. So I think it was 3.3 or 3.1. So I can't remember now. I have to look it up. But a lot of people are like, well, you could have gotten a 2.5 or this or that, or yeah, we tried, man. And so Boise City's got an interview tomorrow. Good luck, man. Mopar Man says it's great. That's what we hang in here for. A lot of good channels like B Mason, Racer X. Yeah, the ET Racing. Heck yeah. Yeah, Sean ripping through those gears. I love watching everyone's channels and all the smaller channels, and a lot of them I can't even remember because I subscribe to everything that I like, but sometimes I can't remember what the heck they were until they pop back up in my suggestions or something. Like, oh yeah, that guy was really cool, and I'll go watch his videos some more. So that boy says Joey's a great dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got to meet up, Fat Boy and I, once for just a little. Unfortunately, I didn't have much time, but we did get to meet up. We went to the car dealership down there in Salina, to the Dodge dealership. There was a pretty cool Scat Pack there that day that we were checking out, and did a little bit of video. Hopefully, we got to do that again where we can spend more time and actually do some kind of collaboration with the cars, or do some kind of something. I don't know. We'll do something. Doesn't really matter. Just hang out and make video. That usually makes the best videos anyway when you don't really plan them out too much. So exactly, Mopar man. No matter what you paid or what interest rate you got, you didn't do it right. It's kind of like if you make a video where you're cleaning your car, you're going to get about half the comments are going to say you're ruining the paint, or I would never use that product. You should use this, or don't wipe it that way. Wipe it this way, or don't spray it that way, or it's always something. So you just kind of got to get used to that stuff. If you watch detailing videos, those are usually the worst comments because everybody thinks that their way of doing it is the only way. There's almost no way to wash a car without scratching it. I mean, it's impossible. So, and I mean, to actually get it clean. Yeah, good luck, Boise. Yeah, Boise City. I'm kind of liking the job. It's a little. It's. I feel like I said before. I'm still the guy who doesn't know as much as the other guys, or nearly as much as the other guys. So I feel kind of stupid a lot, but I'm getting there, and it's working out okay. I think it'll be okay. I just need to. Just one of those things. It just takes time to catch up to where everybody else is already at. So whenever you start a new job, there's always all these things that happen that you didn't imagine and had no idea it was going to be like. So didn't that? I think my battery on the computer is about to die. I'm not plugged in. I need to get out of here anyways. Yeah, Mopar, I'll get there eventually. And yeah, it's always hard we never change. I was at the same job for so long that I knew exactly what I was doing, and to change and really not know what I'm doing, it's a weird feeling. It's hard to, I'm still not used to it. I still feel weird. So I still feel kind of out of place, but I'm learning a lot though. I'm learning a lot of stuff that I knew nothing about. So that's cool. I think my battery's going to die. I don't have any way to plug it in here. So I think I need to get a new battery for this laptop. So if I disappear all of a sudden, that's why. Everything just went dark a little bit. And I realized, oh, it's because my battery's dying. It's going into. Yeah, change is tough, but I needed to do it. I needed to do something different. I was getting just bogged down in the same old thing day after day. So yeah, I got the Chevy battery Mopar, man. I need to get a Mopar battery for my HP laptop. Boise City, good luck in your interview. Take care, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, just sometimes you just get to a point you're like you just get this feeling like it's time to move on. And I don't miss it. Like I still have to go to my old work because I have to shop there, and every time I'm in there, I'm like, I don't have any really complaints about it. And I like the people and everything, and I'm not like talking bad about it. But I'm always been like, man, I'm glad I'm not working here anymore. It's not. I don't mean that like in a bad way to anybody there. They treated me okay and all that stuff, and I don't really have any complaints. But it was just, don't miss it. Good night, Sean. I'm gonna roll out of here, guys. Good night, Mopar man. Thank you so much, Boise City. Adrian Bargan's still here. A lot of early mornings. I will see you guys next time. I know I keep saying this. I'm going to do a video or a live stream during the week. I will try to get that done this week. Maybe see you guys in a couple days here or something. Sometime this week, I try to do one at night before next Sunday. So we'll work on that. Good night, Becky. Good night, Chris and Fat Boy and Adrian and Mopar Man, Sean, everybody. Dominic, thank you for being here. Everybody, thanks so much. Really appreciate y'all being here. Adrian, thanks guys for being here. Really appreciate it. You guys make all this work, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping the conversation going. You guys make this like easy. I just got to kind of sit here and feed off you guys. So you guys rule. You guys are, yeah, this channel is our channel. It's all of us. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. And hopefully get some videos out this week and hopefully do another live stream this week. Take care. Good night.